Welcome back to On Cloud B, your favorite podcast. I'm Berthia, and this is
P Killer on the mic.
And today we come to you with a beautiful Reddit question. Good old fashioned Reddit. So
Let's hear it.
it's under the relationship advice topic, and it starts with a girl saying, "My boyfriend, 23 years old, have just started dating, and we're discussing some important topics and boundaries in our relationship. One of them was cheating, and I told him that cheating was a huge no in our relationship. He understood, and he agreed to be exclusive with me as I did with him. Last night, I brought up the topic again. He says he won't cheat as long as I give him satisfaction when he wants. And he says that he understands if I'm not feeling good. And he says that he won't cheat on me and he'll just, get it off."
You got me all the way fucked up. What?
Then she goes on to say, "That part makes me worried because that is like saying I might cheat on the future. I might cheat in the future." And then he also ended with saying that if he ever did cheat on her, she would still be his main chick.
Yeah, this generation got it ass backwards. I swear to God. What?
That boy, I should say, because he ain't a man.
He ain't a man.
He ain't a man. Is pretty much telling her, like, hey, if you don't satisfy me in that physically, in that way, I'm gonna tolerate it maybe a couple times, but I'll eventually just cheat on you. So just beware. Should we give him credit for at least kind of being upfront with it? Does he get credit?
Hell the fuck no. What? Credit for what? Being possessive? Absolutely not.
He's being honest. He just said, "Hey, listen, girl, this is what you got to do, and if you don't do it,
you can take that honesty and shove it.
I'm going to cheat." It's like your soul is telling you that what he just said to you just doesn't sit well, but you got to go ask the Reddit, and Reddit gave her the right advice. They're all like, "That's a red flag. Ain't
Just
no way."
young and stupid. We've all been there, so I'm not going to point fingers.
I'm just wondering, what do you think is the most popular reason, the most common reason, not popular reason that men cheat? What is, in your opinion, what is it? What do you think?
I think it's definitely a combination of different things, but I think a lot of times it's them not feeling sexually fulfilled.
Yeah.
I think that would be my top.
I would agree with that. I can't really see a man being like, "You weren't listening to me. I tried to pour my heart out to you. You didn't listen, but she listened. So that's why I cheated on you with her, because she was listening." I think there are some situations where that happens, but for the most part, I think men just aren't satisfied in a
sexually,
in a physical way, is why they go ahead and cheat. Which is crazy to me, because I also don't understand the argument. You know how sometimes they'll be like, "Hey, I'm tired of eating the same meal every day. Sometimes I want beef. I'm tired of the chicken. Why I gotta eat chicken every day? Sometimes I want beef." And I'm like, what do you mean? Is it not all chicken? Is it not all chicken? Whether it's maybe a little bit more well seasoned, or if the chicken does more tricks, or maybe you didn't leave it out in the oven for too long, so it's still moist. It's all chicken. You chose that chicken for whatever reason. Stick with the chicken.
I don't have a problem with your taste buds changing. Why is it that they can't just end a relationship and then change your taste buds?
Right.
Find somebody else. Why?
Go out for chicken, steak, but still, it's their argument is that they're tired of the same thing every day, but that's the thing. They say they're tired of it.
Be tired,
but then
definitely
you're tired and you go back.
You can change your taste bud without having to, harm anyone in the process.
Right? Why you gotta go back? You said you were tired, so end it and then go get you some steak.
Because they're selfish. Because most men want their cake and to eat it too. Very selfish. Selfish.
So do you think in the last line, she said, her boyfriend said, "If I do cheat on you, you're still my main chick." What does that even mean?
Away. Throw that story. I don't even want to touch on that story. What? That is unacceptable.
What does that even mean? You're still my main chick.
No man is going to play in my face like that.
So the title is what should make me happy, that you're calling me your main chick.
You'd be surprised how many women actually fall for that.
Yeah. I just think it's disrespectful. It's definitely disrespectful. Like, you go do what you got to do, and then you come back. You're like, yeah, but she didn't mean anything. That's why I came back to you. You know, you're the one I come back to every night. That don't mean a damn thing.
I'll be damned.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that a man can love the person that they're in a relationship with and cheat on them? Or does it mean that if they cheat, they didn't love the person? What do you think?
I don't think if you love someone, you can cheat on them. Solely because when you love someone, all your focus is on that person. You just have eyes for that person. And that can be a personal thing, but I think, honestly, when you love someone, that's the only person you see. So there's no reason for you to be saying, I love this person, and then going outside of the relationship to do other things.
I would have to disagree. I honestly think, in reality, you can really love someone. You can love them, care about them, you would do anything for them, but you would still cheat. I think a lot of men actually do that. Like, they genuinely do care to an extent about the person, about the person that they're with, yet they'll still go out and cheat and then come back and say it was just physical.
Well,
you
then
know?
Perhaps we're talking about conditional love. Unconditional love doesn't know that.
But then let's think about why men cheat. Do women cheat for different reasons than men do?
Absolutely. I think, well, for starters, the percentage of men that cheat is way higher than women.
Is it? Where are the stats at?
I don't know the exact stats. It's probably 80% of men cheating.
I was like, I want to read that study.
To like a 20% women.
Whoa. 80 to 20? Those are the stats you found.
Definitely.
I'll put the study down there so you guys can review
but
the
I'm
results.
sure it's it's definitely higher for men. But I think women, for a woman to cheat, you would have to have done like the worst of the worst. Because for a woman to cheat, they really have to sit with themselves and say, okay, I really don't give a fuck about this relationship anymore. So I'm just going to do me.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I feel like a lot of the times women, you know, as they commonly say, they leave emotionally first before they leave physically.
Exactly.
So you must have hurt this woman, hurt her before she then realized, you know what? I don't even think this is worth it. Right. I'm just going to go do this with Tyrone, you know. John's over here not listening to anything I got to say.
John.
I'm trying to work things out and he's just not pulling his weight. Maybe Tyrone will.
Tyrone.
Yes.
And John.
Yeah. John isn't doing what he needs to do, so I'm go hang out with Tyrone.
Did her taste buds change?
They sure did.
Okay.
She realized John just wasn't doing it.
Gotcha.
He wasn't doing it.
From white to black real quick. Gotcha.
He ain't got to be black. His name Tyrone.
What?
Is that?
Girl, please. Chop.
Her name.
What white Tyrone have you met? Please, enlighten us.
I haven't met everyone in the world, so I have not met
Tyrone
one yet.
Smith. If you are out there, show yourself.
If there is a Tyrone Kaczewski out there, put your name in the comments, okay?
Oh man.
But yeah, I definitely do think that women really have to be pulled through the ringer before they cheat. Yeah. But you know, there's always some exceptions. There's some women that are dogs too, just like men are dogs. Some women will really dog you out. They will snake you. They will mess with your best friend behind your back, and then they'll get caught up. That brings me to the question, who do you think does a better job cheating? Do women do a better job cheating,
Definitely
or do men?
Not men. Men get caught all the goddamn time. Y'all is some lame ass cheaters. If you gonna cheat, know how to cheat and cover your tracks. Damn.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm really trying to figure it out. Listen, you want to cheat, right? Why are you always getting caught? And like, you guys get caught up in the dumbest ways.
They don't care. That's what it is. Men really don't care.
You think they don't care?
I think they care. They're not like systematic. Like if a woman's gonna cheat, they're gonna plan it out. Yada yada. They have A, B, and C to back it up. A man's just gonna cheat and just figure it out later. What do you think?
So you think like you think he just doesn't care, but or you think he'll figure it out later?
He'll figure it out later. He'll always find some lie to back it up.
I agree. I think men are very in the moment. You know, they get caught up a lot. As opposed to thinking about the future, they're just in that moment. They're like, this beautiful girl is giving me a chance. Oh my God, this is now or never. I have to seize this moment. And then I think they just don't plan ahead as to the repercussion of their actions.
Yeah.
And I agree. I think after what's done is done, then they start thinking, oof, damn, I got to figure out a way how to hide this. How do I hide my tracks after?
I don't even know if they go to that extent.
That what?
You think so? That they sit with themselves and say, "Oh God, what if I get caught? What am I say?" You think they go through all of that?
I hope they do.
Because they just be showing up at your house and just go to bed.
No way. No
yes,
way.
Yes, like nothing happened.
No way.
Like nothing happened. Dirty draws and all. Like nothing happened.
Listen, there is no way you can tell me that in the process of a man cheating, right? He wakes up on a day, right? And he's like, okay, I'm gonna wash my face, brush my teeth, go about my day. Probably gonna cheat today. And then to the point where he does it, you can't tell me that at least 50 times the thought that I shouldn't be doing this didn't cross his mind. 50 times. I don't think they're like going through the motions and doing this and not one time that thought didn't pass through their head.
Well,
like
maybe once.
No,
but it's dismissed.
I think
at
it's
a really quick rate.
I think it's either between 45.6 times
And you are nice to these folks.
and 9,003. I think
You're very nice to these folks.
I think that's the ratio of times. But listen, if you guys are gonna cheat, right? At least do it in a smart way. Do it in a smart way.
How about just don't cheat? How about just don't cheat?
I'm gonna tell you guys how to cheat. Listen.
So you're a cheater now.
I
got
love
all the codes.
I love women, but men are getting caught up too much, and it's embarrassing. So I'm gonna help you guys out, right? I'll teach you how to cheat. If you want to cheat, this is what you got to do. First step, you need to figure out.
Let me get my notepad too,
get that pad. First step, you need to figure out who to cheat with. You can't cheat with anybody, everybody. You need to avoid best friends, sisters, mothers, and close acquaintances.
Not mothers.
That's number one. Pick the right person to cheat with. Then you also have to consider location. If you live in a small town, you can't pick somebody that lives in that town. What do? You pick someone from another state.
What part of these men don't give a fuck did you miss?
They need to start caring. And
Why?
if you're going to cheat, because they clearly care.
Why do they have to even put any effort into that when the women they're cheating on take them back?
I'm referring to the men that actually care about the woman and they don't want to get caught. So let me finish. So you pick someone out of the state, make sure she ain't got no connections to your circle of friends, right? And then you start brainstorming, right? You get you a notepad, you get you a pen, you start writing all the cons, right? And all the pros of cheating. And guess what you'll find out? The cons list is going to be 10 times longer than the pros list. And then you're going to realize that you probably shouldn't cheat in the first place. That's how you cheat, sir. That's how you cheat. You don't. You don't do it. It's disrespectful. It's gross. It's nasty. And it's a cop-out. Because just break up with the person. Just be honest. Just be real. And if it's because you have poor impulse control, then you should probably work on that. You should work on your impulse control. Or if you put yourself in bad situations, you know, when it's like comes to like substances, if it happens when you're drunk, when you're high, then that's a problem that you need to figure it out.
Now you're just giving them an excuse.
Right. That's a problem that you need to figure out. I had a question. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. In your opinion, what do you think it's worse? Emotional cheating, like a guy talking to a whole bunch of girls on Instagram, but never touching them. He didn't touch them, but he was going back and forth, being a little flirty. Or a guy that just steps out, does the do one time, and then comes home. Which one's worse?
I think the physical's worse.
Physical's worse.
You can like and feel all you want. Because I could slap that shit right out of you. But I cannot take back that you slapped with somebody.
Yeah. I agree, actually. I agree. But a lot of people like to say that it's the emotional connection that hurts. You know? Because men use the trope like, I just slept with her, but I don't care about her. So now if you have your guy talking to a girl, getting to know her and asking her questions, and they develop a deep emotional bond, does that hurt more than physically, than him not even caring about her and just doing that one physical thing?
No. Yeah. Because there's going to be, you can't, I guess we can raise the argument of, there's 8 billion people in the world. You can't tell me that I'm going to be the sole person you're emotionally connected with. It just wouldn't make any sense. Or physically attracted to.
Well, yeah.
But you acting on that is where I draw the line.
Right. I mean, people are definitely going to be physically attracted to multiple people. But doesn't mean that they're going to build a deep emotional connection, like, you know, like the one that you have between each other with other people. I wouldn't expect that. Like, say you're married to your husband. You don't expect him to have a deep connection like the one you guys have with another person. But you would expect him to be, you know, attracted to other people.
It's possible. I think intimacy comes in all sorts of different forms.
In what
shapes
sense?
And sizes. You can have a deep connection with someone platonically. Like they can mean more to you. I don't know. I have platonic friendships that mean more to me than some relationships that I've been in.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, if I have a man, I don't expect him to really be having no deep emotional connections with any other men. Sure, whatever. Your boys, go for it. But not with women. And if you have girlfriends, sure, fine. But it's not going to be this, oh, she's my best friend. We do everything together. It's like, no, like I'm going to feel some type of way. I really am. Because it's like, what is so special about y'all connection?
Well, then that's probably an insecurity in itself.
It is. Like, what is so special about y'all connection? You got this little connection with her. I'm supposed to be your girl. Like, our connection needs to be stronger.
Yeah, seek a therapist.
Okay.
Please seek a therapist.
I don't need no therapist.
If you sound like her, seek a therapist. Work on your insecurities. I allow my partners to be free. Now, with that being said, that does not mean go out there sleeping with every and anybody. But I do understand that intimacy comes in all sorts of different forms. Therefore, you can be connected to someone else in a different way. And I'm okay with that.
So you're saying intimacy takes different forms. So you're okay being, what do you mean by intimacy actually?
And I mean, any platonic or romantic dynamic with someone else.
That's intimacy?
Yeah.
The
I think yeah, it's the dynamics. It's the dynamic you have with someone. And it doesn't always have to be sexual intimacy.
Interesting. Well, yeah, I do think that honestly, physical cheating would piss me off more than
absolutely
you having conversations with another person.
Yeah.
That's for sure. But at any rate, to Miss Old Girl over here, he's gonna cheat. He just doesn't know when. So you should probably prepare yourself and figure out what to do after he does that.
Well, how do you prepare yourself? Since you wanted to give these men these tips on how to cheat, give tips to these women on how to prepare yourself.
Leave him. That's the only preparation.
Damn.
That's what I meant by prepare yourself. You just prepare yourself to leave him. And move on to someone that's not going to be openly admit to cheating on you if you don't give him what he wants physically. I think that's pretty lame for him to do that. So find somebody that's willing to build with you without any conditions, you know. That's it.
I do agree.
And that has been another episode of On Cloud B. We're going to keep it going. Make sure you comment on the bottom.
Subscribe, like, share.
Should she leave him? Is that a red flag? Or is he just being honest? Please put it down in the comments. We want to know your thoughts, and we'll see you on the next episode. Peace.